Welcome back. Behind every legendary song was a real life and one last image. Today, we look at the last photos of iconic musicians before their deaths. One of Kenny Rogers' final photos was taken February 29, 2020, less than a month before his death. The country music icon died of natural causes, March 20th, aged 81. Ian Curtis's last known photo was taken for a passport ahead of Joy Division's planned first American tour. He died by suicide on May 18, 1980, aged just 23. Keith Moon was photographed for the last time on September 6, 1978, only one day before his death. The Who drummer died of a drug overdose, aged just 32. John Denver was photographed performing in concert just 1 week before his tragic death. The beloved singer died in an aircraft crash October 12, 1997, aged 53. Whitney Houston was photographed leaving a Hollywood party 2 days before her death. She accidentally drowned, with heart disease and cocaine use contributing, aged 48. Marlene Dietrich's final known photo was taken by her grandson inside her Paris apartment. The legendary actress and singer died of renal failure May 6, 1992, age 90. Jim Morrison was photographed in Paris on June 28, 1971, only days before his death. The legendary Doors frontman died on July 3rd from reported heart failure, age 27. Chris Cornell performed his final Soundgarden show in Detroit just hours before his death. He died by suicide in his hotel room on May 18, 2017, aged 52. George Michael was photographed near his home during his final months. He died on Christmas Day, 2016, from dilated cardiomyopathy with myocarditis, aged 53. Angie Stone appeared smiling during an Instagram Live shortly before her death. The Grammy-nominated soul singer was killed in a car crash on March 1, 2025, aged 63. Ace Frehley appeared signing fan artwork in an Instagram post on September 24th. The Kiss guitarist died from injuries suffered in a fall on October 16, 2025, age 74. Brian Wilson was photographed working in the studio in April 2025, one of his final images. The Beach Boys legend died from respiratory arrest on June 11th, aged 82. Eddie Cochran was photographed smiling just 1 day before a fatal car crash. The rockabilly pioneer died from his injuries on April 17, 1960, aged only 21. David Bowie's last public appearance came in December 2015, with his final known photo taken 2 days before his death. He died of liver cancer, aged 69. Marvin Gaye posed for his final UK photo session in 1981, 3 years before his death. The Motown icon was fatally shot by his father April 1, 1984, aged 44. Kurt Cobain was photographed outside his Seattle home shortly before his death. The Nirvana frontman died by suicide from a gunshot wound on April 5, 1994, aged 27. Elvis Presley was photographed at Graceland shortly before his death on August 16, 1977. The King of Rock and Roll died that day from a cardiac event, aged just 42. Otis Redding's final photo was taken shortly before he boarded a plane that crashed into Lake Monona. The soul singer died December 10, 1967, aged just 26. Webb Pierce's final photo was taken January 30, 1991, less than a month before his death. The country music star died of pancreatic cancer February 24th, age 65. Bonnie Tyler performed Total Eclipse of the Heart at her final live show in London on March 19th. The Welsh singer died after an illness July 8, 2026, age 75. The notorious B.I.G.'s final photograph was taken shortly before his murder in Los Angeles. The influential rapper was fatally shot on March 9, 1997, aged just 24. One of Johnny Paycheck's final photos was taken February 5, 2003, 2 weeks before his death. The country singer died from respiratory failure February 19th, age 64. Dusty Springfield made one of her final public appearances on Des O'Connor Tonight in January 1996. The acclaimed British singer died of breast cancer in 1999, aged 59. Dolly Parton's final photos came at the opening of her new Tennessee truck stop, 2 months before her death. She died of cancer August 25, 2026, aged 80. Stan Rogers gave his final performance at the Kerrville Folk Festival on June 1, 1983. He died from smoke inhalation in an aircraft fire the next day, aged 33. Phyllis Hyman gave her final performance at New York's Blue Note after filling in for Roberta Flack. The acclaimed soul singer died by suicide, June 30, 1995, aged 45. Cliff Burton was photographed backstage in Sweden just 1 day before Metallica's tour bus crashed. The influential bassist was killed in the accident on September 27, 1986, aged 24. John Lennon signed an album for Mark David Chapman hours before Chapman murdered him outside his New York home. The Beatles legend was shot dead on December 8, 1980, aged 40. Ronnie James Dio was photographed looking frail while battling stomach cancer. The legendary heavy metal singer died from the disease on May 16, 2010, age 67. Rick James was photographed at his Los Angeles home in July 2004, a month before his death. The funk icon died from pulmonary and cardiac failure on August 6, age 56. Rick Ocasek was photographed with his son on Miami Beach in March 2019. 6 months later, the Cars frontman and songwriter died from heart disease at home, age 75. Keith Flint ran a local 5K just 2 days before his death in March 2019. The unmistakable frontman of The Prodigy died by suicide shortly afterward, aged 49. Andrew Wood was photographed just 8 days before his death in 1990. The Mother Love Bone frontman died from complications of a heroin overdose, aged just 24. Frank Sinatra was photographed at a Los Angeles restaurant during his final year. The legendary singer and actor died from a heart attack on May 14, 1998, aged 82. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper were photographed before boarding their final flight. All three died in the February 3, 1959 plane crash, aged 22, 17, and 28. Tupac Shakur was photographed in Las Vegas moments before the shooting that claimed his life. The rap icon died from his gunshot wounds 6 days later, age 25. Hank Williams' final known photo was taken during an impromptu Alabama performance on December 28, 1952. He died of heart failure 4 days later, aged just 29. Sonny Bono's last known photo was taken shortly before his death in January 1998. The singer and former congressman died in a skiing accident January 5th, age 62. Liberace appeared visibly frail in one of his final photos in 1987. The flamboyant piano legend died from AIDS-related bronchial pneumonia on February 4th, aged 67. Michael Jackson rehearsed for This Is It shortly before his death. The King of Pop died from acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication on June 25, 2009, aged 50. Prince was photographed visiting a doctor's office on April 20, 2016. The music icon was found dead at Paisley Park the next day from an accidental fentanyl overdose, aged 57. Aaliyah was photographed in the Bahamas while filming Rock the Boat on August 25, 2001. Hours later, the beloved R&B singer was killed in a plane crash, aged 22. Tom Petty appeared in his final photo shortly before his death in 2017. The Heartbreakers frontman died from an accidental mixed drug overdose on October 2nd, age 66. Tina Turner appeared relaxed at her Switzerland home in one of her final photos. The Queen of Rock died on May 24, 2023, after years of serious health problems, aged 83. This is one of the final known images of Mandisa, the Grammy-winning Christian singer who rose to fame on American Idol. She died April 18, 2024, aged 47. Frank Beard's final concert photo was taken November 7, 2025, 9 months before his death. The longtime ZZ Top drummer died August 17, 2026, aged 77. One of Donny Hathaway's final known photos shows the acclaimed soul singer with his family. He died after falling from a hotel window January 13, 1979, aged 33. Amy Winehouse gave her final concert in Belgrade in June 2011, struggling through the performance. She died from accidental alcohol poisoning weeks later, aged just 27. Janis Joplin was photographed on October 3, 1970, one day before her death. The powerhouse rock singer died from an accidental heroin overdose, aged just 27. Dean Martin was seen leaving a restaurant during his final weeks in 1995. The Rat Pack legend died from acute respiratory failure on Christmas Day, age 78. Lemmy Kilmister was seen publicly shortly before his death in 2015. The Motorhead frontman died from cancer and heart problems just days after turning 70. James Brown was photographed performing in November 2006, weeks before his death. The legendary godfather of soul died from heart failure amid pneumonia, aged 73. Little Richard was photographed 2 years before his death, still displaying his trademark flair. The rock and roll pioneer died from bone cancer in May 2020, aged 87. Aretha Franklin gave her final concert in New York in November 2017. The Queen of Soul died from a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor on August 16, 2018, aged 76. Dee Dee Ramone was photographed just 11 days before his death in 2002. The legendary Ramones bassist and songwriter died from a heroin overdose on June 5, age 50. Hector Lavoe made a brief appearance at New York's Sounds of Brazil in 1992. The legendary Puerto Rican salsa singer died from complications of AIDS the following year, age 46. Leonard Cohen appeared frail but serene in one of his final photographs. The legendary singer-songwriter died after suffering a fall in November 2016, aged 82. Del Shannon performed his final concert on February 3, 1990. Just 5 days later, the runaway rock and roll singer died by suicide from a gunshot wound, aged 55. Jim Croce was photographed with his band before boarding their plane on September 20, 1973. The beloved singer-songwriter was killed when it crashed after takeoff, age 30. Eric Carr appeared at Madison Square Garden on November 9, 1991. The Kiss drummer died just 2 weeks later from complications of cardiac angiosarcoma, age 41. Karen Carpenter made one of her final public appearances in early 1983. The celebrated singer died from heart failure linked to anorexia on February 4th, aged just 32. Bon Scott was photographed with a friend at London's Music Machine on February 18, 1980. The AC/DC frontman died from acute alcohol poisoning hours later, aged 33. Jimi Hendrix was photographed in London shortly before his death in September 1970. The guitar legend died from asphyxia after taking barbiturates, aged just 27. Victor Willis gave his final stage performance with Village People during their 2026 European tour. The original lead singer died after a short illness June 30th, age 74. Bob Burns' final photo was taken March 26, 2015, only 8 days before his death. The founding Lynyrd Skynyrd drummer died in a car crash April 3rd, age 64. Conway Twitty's final known photo was taken before what became his last tour. The country music star died from an abdominal aortic aneurysm June 5, 1993, aged 59. Ron Pigpen McKernan appeared frail in his final months. The Grateful Dead founding member died from a gastrointestinal hemorrhage on March 8, 1973, aged just 27. Bob Marley was photographed frail, but smiling in Munich during his final months. The reggae legend died from complications of melanoma on May 11, 1981, aged 36. Randy Rhoads performed in Knoxville on March 18, 1982, one day before his death. The legendary Ozzy Osbourne guitarist was killed in a plane crash, aged just 25. Freddie Mercury was photographed frail but smiling at home during his final months. The Queen frontman died from bronchial pneumonia resulting from AIDS in 1991, aged 45. Chester Bennington was photographed by his wife just one day before his death. The Linkin Park frontman died by suicide on July 20, 2017, age 41. Michael Hutchence was photographed in Sydney shortly before his death. The charismatic In Excess frontman died by suicide in his hotel room on November 22, 1997, aged 37. Dimebag Darrell was photographed shortly before taking the stage for his final concert. The legendary Pantera guitarist was shot and killed during the show in 2004, aged 38. Darby Crash was photographed performing at the Germs' infamous final show at the Starwood. The punk frontman died from a heroin overdose 4 days later, aged 22. This is the last known photo ever taken of George Harrison, guitarist for the Beatles and acclaimed solo artist. He died of cancer November 29, 2001, age 58. Selena was photographed for the last time on March 30, 1995. The beloved Tejano singer was fatally shot the following day, aged just 23. This is one of the final known photos of country singer Mindy McCready, who scored several 1990s chart hits. She died by suicide, February 17, 2013, aged 37. Charlie Daniels was photographed for the last time on June 16, 2020, just weeks before his death. The country music legend died from a stroke July 6, aged 83. Christina Grimmie gave her final concert just hours before being attacked during a meet and greet. The singer was fatally shot on June 10, 2016, aged just 22. Neil Sedaka's final known photo was taken only 2 days before his death. The celebrated singer-songwriter died from cardiovascular disease February 27, 2026, aged 86. Ronnie Van Zant was photographed for the last time less than 24 hours before Lynyrd Skynyrd's fatal plane crash. The band's frontman died October 20th, 1977, aged 29. Sid Vicious was photographed in New York during the final days of his turbulent life. The former Sex Pistols bassist died from a heroin overdose on February 2, 1979, aged 21. Frank Zappa was photographed frail but smiling during his final year. The innovative musician and composer died from prostate cancer on December 4, 1993, aged 52. Barry White appeared in one of his final family photos months before his death. The unmistakable soul singer died after suffering kidney failure on July 4, 2003, aged 58. Ricky Nelson was photographed on New Year's Eve 1985, shortly before boarding his final flight. The singer and his band were killed in a Texas plane crash, aged 45. Ozzy Osbourne posed with Jason Momoa at Black Sabbath's farewell show in one of his final public photos. The rock legend died from a heart attack on July 22, 2025, aged 76. Sly Stone appeared smiling with fans in one of his final public images. The Sly and the Family Stone pioneer died from COPD and other health complications on June 9, 2025, aged 82. John Lodge appeared in one of his final public photos before his death. The longtime Moody Blues bassist and singer died on October 10, 2025, aged 82. No cause was disclosed. Townes Van Zandt performed his final concert on December 3, 1996. Less than a month later, the influential singer-songwriter died from heart failure on January 1st, aged 52. Syd Barrett appeared reclusive and almost unrecognizable in one of his final known photos. The former Pink Floyd musician died from pancreatic cancer on July 7, 2006, aged 60. Jeff LaBar shared his final selfie in January 2021. The Cinderella guitarist died 6 months later on July 14, aged 58. His official cause of death was not disclosed. Jam Master Jay was photographed in August 2002, 2 months before his death. The Run DMC DJ was shot and killed inside a Queens recording studio on October 30th, aged 37. Johnny Cash appeared frail but determined during his final performance. The Man in Black died from complications of diabetes on September 12, 2003, age 71. Johnny Thunders appeared in one of his final known photos shortly before his death. The influential punk guitarist died from a drug overdose on April 15, 1991, age 38. Eddie Van Halen appeared smiling in one of his final candid photos despite his illness. The legendary rock guitarist died on October 6, 2020, age 65, after battling cancer. Jeff Beck's final live footage captured the legendary guitarist doing what he did best. He died suddenly from bacterial meningitis on January 10, 2023, age 78. Jimmy Rogers was photographed at Coney Island while seriously ill. The pioneering country singer died from complications of tuberculosis on May 26, 1933, aged 35. Edwin Starr was photographed in 2002, still full of energy late in his career. The soul singer behind War died from a heart attack on April 2, 2003, aged 61. D'Angelo appeared at the Apollo Theater during one of his final major performances. The influential R&B singer died from pancreatic cancer on October 14, 2025, aged 51. Josephine Baker performed her final show at Paris Bobino Theater on April 8, 1975. The legendary entertainer died 4 days later from a cerebral hemorrhage, aged 68. Christine McVie appeared with Fleetwood Mac during her final years on stage. The beloved singer and songwriter died from a stroke on November 30, 2022, age 79. Cass Elliot performed at the London Palladium on July 27, 1974. 2 days later, the beloved Mamas and the Papas singer died suddenly from a heart attack, aged just 32. John Mayall performed during his final year, still playing the blues he helped define. The influential father of British blues died on July 22, 2024, aged 90. Peter Green was photographed smiling beside Metallica's Kirk Hammett in 2020. The legendary Fleetwood Mac co-founder and guitarist died later that year, age 73. Bobby Sherman appeared beside his wife in one of his final photos. The beloved singer and 1970s teen idol died peacefully on December 23, 2021, aged 81. DMX appeared in one of his final photos shortly before his death in 2021. The influential rapper died after suffering a cocaine-induced heart attack on April 9, age 50. Joe Strummer was photographed in November 2002, only a month before his sudden death. The legendary Clash frontman died from a heart attack on December 22, age 50. John Bonham was photographed relaxing with his son on holiday in August 1980. The Led Zeppelin drummer died from asphyxiation after heavy alcohol consumption, age 32. Hillel Slovak was photographed in June 1988, shortly before his death. The Red Hot Chili Peppers founding guitarist died from a heroin overdose on June 25, aged just 26. Dickie Betts was pictured with his son Dwayne in March 2024, shortly before his death. The Allman Brothers guitarist died from cancer and COPD on April 18, aged 80. Gordon Lightfoot appeared on stage during one of his final performances. The legendary Canadian singer-songwriter died of natural causes on May 1, 2023, aged 84. Andy Gibb was photographed smiling in early 1988, only months before his death. The singer died from myocarditis on March 10, 1988, just 5 days after turning 30. Brittany Murphy was photographed on December 1, 2009, just weeks before her death. The actress and singer died from pneumonia, with anemia and drugs contributing, aged 32. Lane Staley appeared increasingly reclusive in his final known images. The Alice in Chains frontman died from an accidental heroin and cocaine overdose in 2002, aged 34. Bobby Darin appeared smiling despite his declining health in one of his final photos. The legendary singer died after open-heart surgery in December 1973, aged 37. Naomi Judd was seen with daughter Winona just 2 weeks before her death. The Grammy-winning country music icon died by suicide on April 30, 2022, aged 76. Melvin Franklin appeared with the Temptations at their Walk of Fame ceremony in 1994. The group's beloved bass singer died from heart failure months later, age 52. Melanie Thornton was photographed just hours before boarding her final flight in 2001. The LaBouche singer was killed when the plane crashed, aged just 34. Shane MacGowan was photographed smiling beside his wife from his wheelchair. The legendary Pogues frontman died from pneumonia 8 days later, aged 65. Chris Christopherson was pictured with Roseanne Cash in 2023, one of his later public photos. The outlaw country legend died peacefully in September 2024, aged 88. Gerald Levert was photographed after returning home from South Africa while battling pneumonia. The R&B star died from an accidental prescription drug overdose, aged 40. Elliott Smith was photographed about a week before his death in October 2003. The acclaimed singer-songwriter died from 2 stab wounds to the chest, aged just 34. Jerry Vale appeared smiling warmly in one of his final known photos. The beloved traditional pop singer and crooner died of natural causes on April 18, 2014, aged 83. Marilyn Monroe was photographed smiling with Buddy Greco at Cal Neva Lodge shortly before her death. She died from a barbiturate overdose on August 5, 1962, aged 36. Maria Callas appeared elegant in one of her final photographs. The legendary Greek-American opera singer died from a heart attack on September 16, 1977, aged 53. Razzle was photographed with Mötley Crüe singer Vince Neil shortly before his death. The Hanoi Rocks drummer was killed in a drunk driving crash on December 8, 1984, aged 24. Natalie Cole gave her final performance in 2015. The Grammy-winning soul singer and daughter of Nat King Cole died from congestive heart failure on December 31st, aged 65. Adam MCA Yauch performed his final show with the Beastie Boys in 2009 before cancer sidelined him. He died from salivary gland cancer on May 4, 2012, age 47. Jerry Garcia was photographed walking off stage after his final Grateful Dead concert on July 9, 1995. He died from a heart attack 1 month later, aged 53. Malcolm Young was seen with a caretaker during his long battle with dementia. The legendary AC/DC rhythm guitarist died on November 18, 2017, aged 64. Stevie Ray Vaughan was photographed backstage on August 26, 1990. Hours later, the legendary blues guitarist was killed when his helicopter crashed, aged just 35. Jenny Rivera was photographed smiling aboard her private jet shortly before takeoff. Hours later, the Mexican-American singer was killed in a plane crash, aged 43. Etta James appeared frail but dignified during her final days. The legendary blues and soul singer, forever remembered for At Last, died from leukemia in 2012, aged 73. Benjamin Orr appeared in his final interview in 2000 while battling pancreatic cancer. The Cars' co-founder and singer died from the disease on October 3rd, aged 53. Sublime played their final concert in May 1996, shortly before tragedy struck. Frontman Bradley Nowell died from a heroin overdose hours later, aged just 28. Frankie Lyman was photographed performing during his final months. The former teenage star and lead singer of the Teenagers died from a heroin overdose in 1968, aged 25. Joe Tex appeared frail in one of his final known photographs. The influential soul singer behind I Gotcha died from a heart attack on August 13, 1982, aged 47.